There is not a drop of moisture or water.
Talking to one of the riders before, he said he's been on track with the temperatures here reaching 70 degrees. He said he could literally cook his chicken dinner, do the race.
And here we are back on the grid, and as you can see, those umbrellas are proving exactly what we were talking about.
5 minutes to race time.
There are set restrictions, of course, as you can imagine, with all those people on the grid. Now, I've had a number of different roles up at Sepang, reporting, of course, and being on the grid at this time, and it breaks down a certain way. There's another shot of exactly how hot it is. Have a look at that, and that's the track that they're going to be racing. 5.542 kilometers in length, 15 corners with the longest straight, 927.543 meters. 12 laps of that in searing heat here in lunchtime in Malaysia.
Indeed. Track temperatures at the moment, we gather, it's around 50 degrees at the moment, so these bikers, you're talking endurance, but it is 12 laps. They are expected to be going at some speed.
True, and that does all help, but I think the main issue with the heat, which has actually affected not just bike classes, but car classes as well. In fact, everyone that has raced on this wonderfully designed Herman Tilke track, which is of course one of the best in the world, is tire temperatures. What you don't want is sticky, gooey tires about lap 10 or 11 when you're having a really close fight, which is exactly what happened in that first round, the Superstock Race 1 and 2 in March. As we have a look at the safety car here, it was a really tight battle between Nasruddin, Jonathan, and Keith Parrott all the way to the end. And that, in fact, Ross, is actually, if you just allow me, is a great place to really summarize the fact that a lot of media attention goes to MotoGP, goes to F1, and yes, it's great racing. Those are, of course, the most technologically advanced cars and bikes on the planet. But many have said that Superstock, Super Sport used to be together in a Super Series, of course, have the most exciting racing because these are almost road bikes.
Absolutely. That's the way to look at this. These bikes you're witnessing now, they're tuned up road bikes, essentially. And so they're the bikes that you see on the streets, as opposed to MotoGP, you'd consider the F1 of motorbike racing.
And that is exactly what the you may have seen on the schedule just now, Superstock A and Superstock B. Well, there is a difference, and Superstock A is for those elite bikes, which and for the elite riders that have really, should we say, achieved certain feats and achievements throughout their career already, so they classify as being in the A category. To be in the B category, you have to make a cutoff time, and if I'm right, it's 2:17. If you can make the lap at 2:17 or under, which of course they all have done, 2:14, 2:15, 2:15, that's what makes it a Class A and B. Now, look at the heat haze coming off that track, Ross. I would being in normal attire is going to get pretty hot anyway, but imagine what it's like being in leathers right now. So 1 minute board goes up, which means most of those people will be clearing the grid round about now.
Indeed, and we're lucky. We're sitting in nice air-conditioned rooms here with big TV screens. Of course, we can see the action unfolding in front of us, and it does look very hot outside.
It does look very hot outside, and we can tell you now as commentators that this is probably one of the best parts of the job, to actually know that we can watch this without having to go through some of the massive challenges. Now, the grid is clearing. The first race of the first day of the Pirelli Malaysia Superbike Championship. If you've just joined us on this live stream, welcome to the digital future, of course, but also welcome to Superbike racing. And this is Superstock, going to be the first of the 5 categories that are racing. Look out for that 52 bike, 48 and 46. Those were the 3 front runners from the first race. And I think we're just about ready to go, Ross.
Absolutely.
Lights are going to go red and then they're going to turn green.
Those engines purring on the grid.
That is the great thing about coming up here. One thing watching it on TV, but when you really hear it just outside your window. You realize the amount of power that these bikes have. So, grid is clear. Safety car is ready. The warm-up lap should begin.
Easy to spot, all in yellow there. Third from the right is Keith Parrott's bike. 46. We seem to have a problem there.
We have a slight problem there. We can't quite make out the number, but one of those, that's going to make it a very easy run.
It's Mohammed Jamalu who's got a problem with his bike. And there we can see the track positions, starting positions. Nazaruddin Mat Yusuf, of course, qualified fastest.
And once again, hats off to Mohammed Hafiz as well for getting in there as well. Like qualified. There's Keith Parrott in fourth. He finished third last time out, so he'll be looking to just by 600ths of a second. Dominic Chang, Adib Zulfadli, Rostin, and Sharon Nizam Ramli. 10, 11, and 12, Razali bin Masood, Mohammed Najib Alis, and Adib Ali.
On the fifth row, the way of bike number 13, Safur Raki, Mohammed Zani, and Mohammed Zairi Zaharuddin make up the fifth row. Sixth row, Sandesh Pasarana Kumar, Abdul Aziz Al Ikram, and Muhammad Fauzi Akid Gan.
One Mohammed Farizan in the seventh row, leading on to Ben and Mohammed bike number 21. F1 where you have 26 races a year. There's 5 races that you've got to come in and perform in. This is round 2, so it really is, the impetus is on all of these riders to push these bikes to the maximum and try and get as many points as possible. If you are unfamiliar with the point structure, indeed, then I can tell you now that pretty much everyone can benefit from the Superstock, but most of all, 25 points for finishing first, 20 points for finishing second in each race, 1 or 2, 16 points for third, 13 for fourth, 11th for fifth, 10th for sixth, and then it just goes 1 point down all the way to 15th position. There's Mohammed Hafiz and Azman in the white and red, just leading off. That looks like Jonathan Sarapka. Yes, it is. He was one causing all the fuss on that first race. As they line up and they get ready onto the main straight. And this is it, people. This is the opening race of the Pirelli Malaysia Superbike Championship Round 2. Live here up on the Sepang International Circuit on a blazing day. It's the only way you can say it. It's a searing day.
Track temperatures at the moment 53.7 degrees.
We have our track temperature back and it is 53.7 degrees. Now that is the asphalt temperature at about, I don't know, 20 pounds of leather and a very hot bike that you're riding on top of that, and that's the kind of heat haze that we're talking about. Trying, grueling conditions, but let's see who's going to come through. Now, we're expecting, based on that first race, that Nasaruddin Mat Yusuf is going to be straight off that line like fire with Jonathan Sarapka, and Keith Parrott's going to try and get ahead of Hafiz to get into third, and they should pull away.
Indeed, you want to look out for bikes 52, bike 48, and Keith Parrott's in bike 46. They're just about ready now for the big off. Race 1 of the Superstock here at the Sepang International Circuit.
Race 2 will be early tomorrow morning, by the way. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Now, green lights and green flags at the back. Everything looks clear. We've got the red lights. And we are go. And it's a wide start. Jonathan Sarapka did very well indeed. Just found a clear line, and he should have it. He should have it going into turn 1, and I think he does indeed. That was a nice clean start from all the riders. It was good to see. But look at in Sepang. That's just a difference in temperature.
Yeah, Mohammed Jamalul, who had problems before the practice lap, seems to have rejoined the race, and I know he had a good start. I think he's in third at the moment. We'll get confirmation as we see them go around. 12 laps, of course.
All right, clean out that yellow bike of Jonathan Sarapka. Looked like it was, that's what it's very much. It looked like it was in the lead. It is right now. Jonathan and Nasruddin having another scrap, just like they did before. That's both of them right there. There is just 0.02 of a second separating both of them, with Keith Parrott in third. So right now, picking up where they left off from round one.
Indeed, Nasruddin had a stunning race one where he finished first and second in the super stock category, and he's hoping for good things here. I tell you, Jeevan and I, when we got here, the first things we did was we got the contestant
start
sheets.
list, and we were surprised to see that Nasruddin wasn't on it. And we walked around and we did ask, we did confirm that he was here, not just the pit scene, but he needs to be in this race because he is most of the races, most of built to develop racing races, and look at that lead that he's already pulling away as these riders. Well, there's a great battle going on in 5th, 6th and 7th. That looks like Adem, Zali bin Mansour and Sharon Nizam probably right. Just have to tie them together, but they are very close indeed. Jamalul has actually had a fantastic recovery from that They power past us. We can hear the roar of the engines.
You're literally in awe.
You're in awe of it. You're in awe of it.
The sound of these 1,000cc engines motoring past us.
But you know, hats off to Jonathan Sarapka right now. He's really running a fantastic race because he's already, look at that. He's pulled almost 2 seconds ahead of Nasruddin, and he's done it with ease. He's literally, because he found such a clear line off the start, he's managed to pull away very nicely. So to top 10 right now, Jonathan at the top. Jamalul Tabisi is in second. Azman Abdul Malik, good racing, showing in second and third. Nasruddin Mat Yusuf maybe having some problems. We're a bit early on. It's still only lap 2. Is in fourth. Razali bin Masood is in fifth. Adem Fadli lost it to sixth. Hafiz Azman down to seventh on that great course. Parrott in eighth. Yeah, so he's not going to be liking that. He's going to be wanting to pull himself back up into the top 3. Mohamed Fauzi, Li Wei Hong, and that rounds off the top 10 with 11 laps to go here in Sepang.
Yes, indeed. This is race 1, of course, and on day 1 of the Malaysia Superbike Championship, the 2017 Malaysia Superbike Championship. And with it being a long weekend, you could do worse than get yourself down to the Sepang International Circuit and watch some top-class motorbikes go around the track.
Well, I think there is only one place better than that could be that would be here. In our commentary back cave. But basically, if you can come up to Sepang, do support these races because motorbiking in Asia is huge anyway. Look at this wonderful battle that's going on. That's Adem Zulfadli, Mohamed Hafiz Nawab Azman, and Keith Parrott. That's 6th, 7th, and 8th fighting it out. But look at Jonathan Sarapka.
Azman Abdul Malik has done well. He's up to second now.
That's gutsy move as well. It's a gutsy move. So now, full second lead for Jonathan Sarapka. And he's looking very good indeed. There are your first 6 places. And as you can see, Keith Parrott. Definitely the one rider that everyone's watching at right now. Whether it's a bike problem or whether he's just had a tough start to this race, maybe he can pour it back
Hafiz Osman is having a storming ride in third at the moment.
He really is as well. He's come up, and Keith Parrott, by the way, is now down to 9th, so keep an eye on him. Jonathan Sarapica at the front now, lapping at 2:15.190. He's essentially just qualifying again. It's quite amazing.
Osman Abdul Malik currently in second, lapping at 2:16.957. You're looking at a second between first and second at the moment. Hafiz Osman in third.
And that's really where the battle starts with him, Jamal Tamisi and Nasruddin, like you saw there. They're just 2 seconds just separating them. And there are so many opportunities on this course. Look at that, look how close they are going into that corner. The great thing with bikes is, of course, there's that weight and position. There's so many more lines you can use to your advantage if you can really get some speed out of the bike.
Osman in that leading pack you're looking at there.
That white bike, yeah, and then there's that
Jamalul Tamizi is not far behind. Of course, he had problems before the start, but certainly sorted them out now.
Well, the only person is that shot just shows you that's not having any problems and is having almost a stroll in the park is the Swiss rider, Jonathan Sarapica.
He's on his third lap.
2 seconds ahead. But just behind him, look at that, +6, +7, +9, that's where the big battle's happening right now.
Keith Parrott's dropped down to 8th at the moment, 7 seconds behind the leader.
A lot of problems for him, a lot of problems for him as well, and not many laps to go, that's the other thing. So, looking good so far for Jonathan Sarapica to pick up another 25 points. Don't forget that he had a first in race 2 in the opening weekend, and a third in race 1, so...
It's certainly interesting. The second, third, fourth are nicely bunched together.
Yeah, very nicely bunched together. But I was just calculating, so Jonathan Sarapica is now 41 points. If he picks up another 25 here, then he's going to be nicely poised for race 2. Race 2, of course, as we said earlier, is much of a right as well as conditions for these bikers to have to get. And as we look again, there is Jonathan Sarapica. Closing up a bit by the looks of it, up is he looks a little bit closer. Just checking his times, and yeah, he's
still just over a second behind the Swiss number 48, Jonathan Sarapica.
It's going up. The action is getting hotter at Sepang.
Interestingly, last year's winner is not in the picture at the moment. White number 52. Nasruddin's third.
Yeah, he's up there. He's in third, and he's doing all right. You're doing a last round winner, which was and he had a fantastic weekend then. But I think staying in those points is still going to be good for him because that's still double-digit points for him. You know, as I said, over a 5-round championship. It's just good to stay in the top 6. Now that's a beautiful move on the inside from that pack, but just defended well. Looking at the backs of the bikes as they come up here, and that is everyone behind Jonathan. That is Hafiz, Nasruddin, Osman Abdul Malik, Fazli, Amigan, and Adil Fazli as well. Good to see such a pack of racing riders making their names up here. As we've had some Fahmi and a lot of other big name riders that have started making their way into the different classes. But these guys are doing pretty well so far.
Yep, 8 laps to go here. Of course, 5.2 km. They're using the full course here at Sepang.
There are 3 courses up in Sepang. Circuit number 3 courses. And I can tell you that I'll actually go through the entire rundown as we go through. There is Jamal Tamazi, who we believe had a problem at the start, but seems to have recovered from it very well indeed. He's clocking 270 to understand this circuit right now. That's not bad at all. And there you go, so it's going to be that gap there. That's 1 and 2. Look at this. He's just pulling away. Jonathan Serapika, hats off to him for really pulling away. And I put it down to that wonderful start he had. He picked a line off that grid that was absolutely untouched by any other riders. So we could get a clean engine straight off it. Some gap numbers for the B race. Now that looks close. I know that's it's honest to camera angle, but it really looks like Hafiz is going to have a pop possibly next.
It looks
lap.
a lot closer than the 1 second we've got in.
Well, what a start to this weekend it could be if we could have a Malaysian winner on the top of the Superstock podium, but it just looked at that shot that the number 98, Mohammed Hafiz Nur Azman, was a lot closer to Jonathan Serapika. And you're right, Ross, it's 300ths of a second, 2:14.812 and 2:14.514. Those are the first two. So we don't know if it's a problem with Serapika's bike and he's slowed down, maybe pacing himself, or it's a case of Hafiz speeding up and really trying to take it to the tails of Jonathan.
Well, what it does mean is Nasaruddin Matyusov now on bike 52 is a lot closer to Jonathan Serapika. There is literally 300ths of a second
That is
between 1 and 2 at the moment.
So Jonathan now, of course, the big, not problem for him, the changing issue for him would have been that he would really could drive or ride casually. But now that he's got a racer behind him, pushing him, every single one of his racing lines has to be absolutely bang on. Because if not, you can bet that Hafiz Nur Azman will be there on the inside or the outside. And with 7 laps to go.
Oh, he can see the red helmet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he can see it.
Of Hafiz
Well,
Azman.
he's trying it there. He's definitely tried it there. Tried to take an inside line break a little bit later as
Best
well.
lap time set by Jonathan Serapika, 2:14.812. That's certainly the fastest so far. And as I say that, Hafiz Azman goes and breaks that.
Well, this is exactly what we want to see in any motor racing class. We want to see two riders or more that just push each other to the limits. It's almost as if all the other competitors just literally, and he had a little look around there just to find out whether he could have the space to try anything special here, and he does. But Jonathan Serapika and Mohammed Hafiz Nur Azman right now are pushing themselves and both setting fastest laps. That's amazing.
And keeping in with the front two at the moment, in third, Nasaruddin Matyusov, the winner of race 1.
Well, here is Hafiz, and he's done
made his
it.
move, yeah.
We said he could do it in a couple of laps, and he really picked his spot, but he shuts him down. That was a great, almost counter from Jonathan, but it didn't work out for him. And Hafiz has now moved up into the lead.
He's opening up a gap now on Jonathan Serapika.
I think Jonathan may have actually lost too much time braking when he was cut off by Hafiz coming in. And look at
Nasaruddin is right up on Jonathan's tail.
Nasaruddin has now completely joined the fight, and what a top 3 fight we have in this opening race. Remember, there are 4 more races coming up after this: the KTM RC Cup 390, the Superbike Championship, the Open 250, and Supersport. But look at this racing that we've got. 6 laps to go, and these 6 laps could be the fastest yet.
Nasaruddin has taken second from Jonathan Serapika, who's now dropped down to third.
Now, if you are hearing some hesitancy in our voices, it's because the actual results can't keep up with the action that is going on the track right now. So we're just having to double confirm, because these 3 are going at it hammer and tongs around the Sepang International Circuit. Jonathan Serapika lost too much time, and it looks like Nasaruddin might be able to take him on this lap.
Currently leading is bike 98, Hafiz Azman.
Well, it's all worked into Hafiz's favour, really, because with Jonathan losing that, he was so far ahead. He now has to deal with Nasaruddin behind him. That's not an easy proposition at all, which is giving Hafiz the time, and we'll see can see really well on that opening straight. Look at the amount of space. Sometimes in car races you can't really see the difference in space, but in bikes you really, really can. And as they pull up, late braking, but just enough to keep them going. In Jonathan Sarapica, but oh wow, it almost looked from that angle as if the Nasruddin had an angle in. Look at that gap.
We're at the halfway stage now. They've done
just over.
Just over, yeah. 5 laps to go.
And look at that leg coming out, just to brace that weight ratio as he comes through it. But I don't know if he's done enough. Now I can tell you one thing, that it looks like Jonathan, I'm going to check the times in a second. Well, there you go. 1:08.6 between first and second. Is that going to be enough? Because it looks like Nasruddin has fallen back a little bit.
Well, according to that, he's just 0.02 of a second behind Jonathan, and there's a 13-second gap between Nasruddin and Keith Parrott as well. Keith Parrott's done well to get himself up to 4th at the moment.
Keith Parrott, if you've just joined us, was 4th on the grid, dropped down to 10th, but it has taken that slight away right, and has pushed it all the way, and is now in points contention, real serious points contention as well. He's been up and up, and he's currently lapping at 2:16. Now, I promised to give you those times from the terrible trio up front. Well, Mohammed Hafiz Noor Asman is lapped at 2:14, 2:30. Jonathan Sarapica is at a 2:15, 4:60, and Nasruddin is on a 2:14, 9:80. So Nasruddin is catching Jonathan Sarapica.
Now, Jamalul Tamizi is easily leading the Superstock B category in this race.
And he was the one that was taken off the grid at the beginning. A couple of changes on that. Remember that with all of these races and all these classes over a Pirelli Malaysia Superbike Championship weekend, there is this is not like other classes. So once you get out there and your strategy works, it works. It looks like the weather in Sepang is going to hold. When I say that, I mean extremely hot temperatures, of course.
Track temperature currently reading at 54.2 degrees.
It's all that hot rubber that's going around it that's actually making it warm, I'm telling you. But as we look up at the front again, what a fantastic performance. I'm speechless for words for Mohammed Hafiz Noor Asman. He wasn't expected to be in the top 3 qualifying anyway, and he's now stealing, I was about to say stolen, it's not over yet, stealing the race from the front runners of Jonathan Sarapica and Nasruddin.
Of course, 4 laps to go, but it is already a stunning ride by bike 98, Mohammed Hafiz Noor Asman.
Now it looks like Keith Parrott might be out running 15 seconds back, but look at that. There is 1 second separating these 3 riders and 4 laps to go. 1 single second, 1 late break, 1 bad line, as we saw with Jonathan Sarapica, and it could all change very, very quickly. But once again, hats off to Mohammed Hafiz Noor Asman. I'm just going to have to check his placing on the first race and find out where he is in the standings.
4 laps to go here. Currently in 9th is Liwei Hong. We're looking at the leader there, Hafiz Asman, followed by the distinctive yellow bike of Jonathan Sarapica, and very close in 3rd, keeping up with the front 2, Nasruddin Matusov.
He's just holding there. He's just holding there and possibly making a strategy to have a charge right at the end. And we can hear them just absolutely bombing past our commentary box. Fast Model Motorsports have done very, very well this first race. Great strategy. Just checking the entrance.
And Mohammed Hafiz Noor Asman coming up to lap 1 of the bag markers.
Significant finish for him in the first race, in the first round, sorry. 3 laps to go now, almost at the end. If he can hold it together, that 98 bike should be on his way.
Just under a second lead over Jonathan Sarapika, Hafiz Asman, and Jonathan in turn is 1 second ahead of Nazaruddin Manjusov. These three have got a 16-second.
Wow, this is going to be
themselves and Keith Parrott.
This is going to be amazing because according to I'm just looking at the race finishes from round 1. No finish for race 1 and race 2 for Mohammed Hafiz nor Asman. So this could be 25 of the most precious, valuable points for him in this Superstock Championship 2017. What a round he's had! What qualifying he had, and if commentators are never supposed to be biased, but I'm hoping you put it through. Here are our trio again. These are the three that look most certain to be on the podium, barring any mechanical or engine failure. And look how close they are. They can literally see the treads on each of their bikes.
Yep, 2/300ths of a second separating 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. No Hafiz, no Asman leading in bike 98. Jonathan Sarapika.
It's just amazing. I'm just amazed at the times. 2:14.960, 2:14.855, 2:14.893. I mean, that's how close they are. And it could literally be all out right at the finish. I wonder what their strategies are. It looks like Nazaruddin's making a move. He's come out wide. He's going to have to brake. And again, Jonathan maybe loses a bit on the braking. Maybe Nazaruddin has caught up. He again can't get through. No, it's going to be at least another lap. But look how close he is now. As they come past us.
What you just seen there, Nazaruddin's BMW on the straight, just powering.
Absolutely powering. The BMWs and the Yamahas have really been the marks that have made a difference. But you're not going to believe how close they are now. You're not going to believe it. That Jonathan did lose some time in that. 2:15.383, 2:15.319. That's basically.
And Keith Parrott's dropped even further behind. He's now 17.431 seconds behind the leading three in your picture right now.
That's where that fight is happening, and that is a very workable motorbike going at that speed now. Nazaruddin's going to hope to have, hopefully, another braking mistake from Jonathan at some point. Jonathan, don't forget, if you've just joined us, was ruling this race for the first 5 or 6 laps, and then a great run-in from Hafiz has led him out to be right streaking out to front. And now Nazaruddin, winner in the first round, is really pushing. I'd like to see what he's going to do.
Precious points.
Second, precious points. There's a difference between 20 points and 16 points. Second and third. So let's see what they can do. He's trying to get that outside line. He's trying to take a much wider line. Jonathan just clipped the outside of the circuit, slower there as well. So that's what we wanted to see. 0.121 seconds.
That's hardly a gap.
That is hardly a gap. That is literally something you can pull together on the straight. Now, what's he going to do? Once again, now it does look as if
Hafiz Asman having the luxury to throw a glance behind him on the straight just to see where Jonathan and Nazaruddin are.
That's Nazaruddin and Jonathan fight, and he may have gone through. No, again, it's so close. It's too close to call. Nazaruddin is trying everything, and he's coming in on the inside and the outside, and he may have just done it. Unless, if he can cut Jonathan off now, yes, he's done it. And Jonathan Sarapika, you've got to feel for him a little bit, because there have been 2 Malaysian riders that have outfoxed him in this Superstock race. But what a ride from Nazaruddin Manjusov.
Currently lapping at 2:14.078. He is in second position. Race 1 winner, Nazaruddin, in bike 52. 2 at the moment. Jonathan Sarapika dropping down to 3rd. We still have about a 17-second gap between the top 3 and 4th place.
Well, this is the final lap. Once again, fantastic. Congratulations to the two Malaysian riders for finishing up top, for fighting their way up top as well. What looked like a very dominant position as they come to lock up some back markers. Looked like a very dominant position for Jonathan Sarapika, who's just seemed to career off wide. And I wonder if he's got a bike problem or not, or he's just trying to push that too fast, because his lap time, we'll see them as they go past, but he's really looked like he took like a bit of a slide just then. We can get you a replay of that, we will. But now, as you can see, he's nowhere to be seen, and definitely not the tailpipe of Nasruddin. So it looks like it is going to be an easy, maybe it was a last attempt from Jonathan in the end. So for the last lap of this first race, and don't go anywhere because there'll be more races coming up today, including the KTM RC 390 Cup. Yes, I'm actually quite concerned as to the Hafiz has passed the start line. Nasruddin's passed the start line. We're anxiously looking at the computer to see exactly where Jonathan has ended up. And there is the checkered flag, and that is the leg out from Hafiz Azman, and there is Jonathan Sarapika. So third, I'm sure he'll be happy with the points based on his performance from round 1, and Nasruddin very happy to be in the top 2 after his fantastic performance in round 1. So here, as we get to the halfway stage of the championship, Ross, you've got to say, we've got 5 events, and you're getting into the top 3 podium positions in the first 2, then you're putting in a pretty good account for yourself.
Absolutely. Good day's work. You're putting in a good shift, and it's a stunning ride by the winner, Muhammad Hafiz Noor Azman.
That's his first 25 points onto the standings. You'll be happy with that. Keith Parrott has brought himself 16 points, and looked that they were not coming from anywhere because he was in 10th, and it looked like he was having a lot of problems to start off with. Sharul Nizam Ramli in 5th, Adib Zulfadli Roslin in 6th, M. Jamalul Tamizi would be the Supersport B
class winner.
Dominic Cheng is in 8th, and Li Wei Hong, as we know it, is in 9th, and Adib Ali is in 10th, and those are your top 10 finishes from Race 1, from the first event of the Pirelli Glacier Superbike Championship. And if you had to summarize it in one line, that's the man, number 98, Muhammad Hafiz Noor Azman. Unfancied, qualified 3rd, didn't make a big fuss of things, or didn't make big headlines in the first round, but has really taken that fast throttle motorsports team to a new level and put them with a good foothold into the championship for round 2. Looking forward to round 3, I'm sure.
Even better considering he did not finish in race 1.
That's right. It was all about Jonathan Sarapika, and it was all about Nasruddin in that first round in March. And another thing, I suppose, as they go into their victory laps now, we can talk about is the fact that this is a different championship simply because it is on the same track. There are 5 rounds on the same track. You get to know these corners better. You can go faster. It's great. Good to see from Jonathan that he was, appreciates the ride of the other 2.
And they're riding in different track conditions as well. Today, this race here, it's been raced at what, average 54 degrees centigrade.
And that's a track, so it's about 7 degrees inside those leathers. And
confirmation of your Superstock B winner.
That's right.
Bike 89, Jamalul Tamizi.
Remember, for the B class, all you got to do is qualifying with 2:17 and under, and he did. So he could have got on the podium as well, but instead he is the winner of that class. But I think that's Nasruddin that's up next to him. That might not be. No, it's not.
It's Adib Ali.
That's Dominic Chang. Dominic Chang is just, that's Azman just going through a few back markers. Very happy with his Race1. As you can see, he's putting wheelies now up the front straight. Something I've always wanted to do.
No, you don't. You don't.
Really? Have you ever tried that before?
Yeah, but you don't want it on these bikes, 1000cc bikes.
I can see that posing a little bit of a problem. Well done again to the Honda. As I said, BMW and Yamahas have been really ruling the roost at Superstock. And now here in the second round, we have a Honda that's come through, which is brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic, followed by a BMW and a Yamaha. And as they move themselves into the technical areas to make sure their bikes are all, of course, in regulation. Here are the confirmed results. And look at those Malaysian flags everywhere. It's fantastic to see. Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman with a 27.04.135. Nasiruddin Mat Yusof with 27.05.821. Jonathan Serapika, the race leader for so long, 27.09.901. And a good fourth place for Keith Parrott, 27.27.343.
So that's race 1 done. As we look further down the grid.
These are the tail enders, and as you can see, that how many laps they were behind as well. 7 laps for Azwan Abdul Malik, who was actually having an okay start. But you're right, that is race 1 done. The flag is still flying at Sepang International Circuit, and here are the Class B results with confirmation that
Jamalul
Tamizi,
they're winning with 27.55.578. Lee Wei Hong coming in second in that category, 28.04, and one Muhammad Farizan taking third in category B with 28.56.
Round 2 live at the Sepang International Circuit. That's what that place is, and that's what the weather's like. And if you were here just earlier, you would have seen our opening race, which is the Superstock race. Joining me in the studio as we look at the prize presentation for that Superstock race, Ross Yusof. Ross, what a race that was.
Indeed, super race and a wonderful ride from the eventual winner, Hafiz Azman. He held off the challenge of Jonathan Serapika, and also Nazaruddin, race 1 winner, kept in there in third place, did well to eventually eke out second spot. And you look at the 3 riders now taking their podium positions, they must be absolutely shattered. 12 laps in 54-degree heat.
Well, that's what a lot of people don't understand. They expect these endurance races to just include lots and lots of laps, but that's not what it's about. It's a 360-degree experience. Now, of those 3 riders, I do have to say that I probably feel the most for Jonathan Serapika, who just picked up his award, because he was really sailing those first few laps. But what a ride from Nasiruddin Mat Yusof to come in and make sure he got 20 points, but 25 points to Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman, Keith Parrott in 4th, and Sharul Nizam in 5th as well. Well done to our winners from the Superstock A category. Always the photo call. And now we should be seeing the Superstock B category winners come up there as well. trying to go for a group jump. Hard to do when you've got those spinal protectors on the back of your. But I love the things that these guys try. As I said, I've seen a lot. That's very interesting. Nice little extra from Nasiruddin, I think that was.